हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है और अभी हम कर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर्स। प्रेसिडेंट मुर्मू प्रेजेंट्स 92 डिस्टिंग्विश्ड सर्विस अवार्ड्स। President Draupadi Murmu today conferred up upon 92 distinguished service decoration during the Defence Investiture Ceremony 2025 Phase 2 at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. Personnel of the Armed Forces, Indian Coast Guard and Border Roads Organization were awarded by the President 30 Param Vishisht Seva Medals, 5 Uttam Yuddha Seva Medals, and 57 Ati Vishisht Seva Medals (AVSMs) were given to the personnel for distinguished services. EAM S. Jaishankar says Australia among India's closest political friends and strongest security partners. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today said India and Australia have witnessed an enormous deepening and diversification of bilateral cooperation. Speaking at an event commenting for commemorating 5 years of India-Australia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership in New Delhi. Dr. Jaishankar said Australia is among India's closest political friends and strongest security partners. He attributed the reason for this strong friendship to the strong leadership in both countries. The minister reaffirmed commitment to take this relationship to even greater heights and look at areas like critical minerals, cyber technology, space and ports as further domains of collaboration. He added that India and Australia have seen real transformation in areas like defense and energy. Five multi-party delegations back home after conveying globally India's stand on terrorism. Out of seven multi-party delegations carrying the message of India's principle and resolute stand against terrorism, five delegations have now returned to India after concluding their successful visit to respective countries. During the visit, the delegation engaged with foreign leaders, senior officials, influential think tanks, media, and the Indian diaspora as part of their international outreach. The high-level multi-party delegation led by NCP SCP MP Supriya Sule, thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi after returning to India today following the successful visit to four nations. In a social media post, Mr. Sule said the country stands united in the fight against all forms of terrorism and in its resolve to safeguard the rights and dignity for every Indian citizen. BJP MP and all party delegation remember Rajiv Pratap Reddy, who was also the part of this delegation, said that the countries they visited expressed their commitment in the fight against terrorism. Monsoon session of Parliament to be convened from 21st of next month. The government today announced the schedule for the monsoon session of Parliament beginning 21st of next month. This came against the backdrop of opposition parties' demand to convene a special session of Parliament to discuss Operation Sindoor. Talking to media in New Delhi, Parliamentary Affairs Mis- Minister Kiran Rijiju said the session will conclude on 12 August. Government to conduct population census 2027 in two phases with caste enumeration. The government has decided to conduct the population census 2027 in two phases, along with the enumeration of castes. The first phase will conducted in hilly and snow-hit areas of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Ladakh beginning 1st October 2026. The second phase, covering other parts of country, will be held from 1st of March 27. The last census was conducted in 2011 in two phases. These were phase 1 for house listing and phase 2 for population enumeration. The notification for the intent of conducting population census is likely to be published in the official gazette on 16th of this month. The process of census begins with the issuance of the notification. Bengaluru, 11 killed, 33 injured in stampede during RCB victory celebration. CM announced ministerial inquiry. Australia reiterates its support for India's fight against cross-border terrorism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Defence Minister Richard Marles today exchanged ideas to further strengthen the India-Australia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. The Deputy Prime Minister of Australia called on Prime Minister Modi in New Delhi this afternoon and reiterated his country's support in India's fight against cross-border terrorism. The two leaders underlined the importance of enhancing cooperation in key areas, including defense industrial collaboration, resilient supply chains, critical minerals, and new and emerging technologies. They reaffirmed that the shared vision for a stable, secure, and prosperous Indo-Pacific continues to guide the bilateral collaboration. 13th Pension Adalat held address 417 family pension grievance across 17 ministries. The Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare is conducting the 13th Pension Adalat under the chairmanship of Union Dr. Jitendra Singh at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. The theme of Pension Adalat is family pension, which aims to resolve 417 grievances related to family pension matters pertaining to 17 departments and ministries. These include the Ministry of Home Affairs, the Department of Ex-Servicemen Welfare, and the Department of Financial Services. The Ministry of Personal Public Grievance and Pensions said that it is committed to ensuring faster resolution of grievance and enhancing dignity and financial security for the family pensioners. India win presidency of International Institute of Administrative Sciences. India has won the presidency of the International Institute of Administrative Service IIAS in the election, which was held between India and Austria yesterday. India's candidacy received widespread support from across the membership with 87 votes out of 141 votes. India, through the Department of Administration Reforms, is a member state of the IIAS, the Ministry of Personal Public Grievance and Pensions, in a statement said that IIAS maintains a close working relationship with the United Nations and participates in the UN's Committee of Experts on Public Administration (CEPA) and the UN Public Administration Network (UNPAN). IIAS is federation of 31 member countries, 20 national sections, and 15 academic research centers jointly collaborating for scientific research on public administration. AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, to establish Center of Excellence for AI in Healthcare. All India Institute of Medical Science (AIMS) has signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MoU) with the Indian Institute of Technology (IIT Delhi) to set up a Center of Excellence for Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare (AICOE). The new center will focus on developing cutting-edge AI-driven solutions aimed at strengthening key national health programs across India. Professor M. Srinivas, director of AIMS Delhi, stated that the collaboration marks the start of a transformative era in medical research with the potential to revolutionize healthcare delivery nationwide. Australian Deputy PM expresses solidarity with India against terrorism. A meeting was held between Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Australia Deputy Prime Minister and Defence Minister Richard Marles in New Delhi today. During the meeting, the Australian Deputy Prime Minister expressed solidarity with India against terrorism. He stressed that India and Australia are close partners in defence and maritime security. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh appraised his Australian counterpart of the challenges being faced by the country on the Western Front. In his welcome address, Rajnath Singh said that India is facing extreme challenges on the Western Front in response to the dastardly terror attack in Pahalgam in Kashmir. India's energy sector has undergone structural transformation in last 11 years, PM Modi says. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that India's energy sector has undergone a structural transformation in the last 11 years, with a strong push for affordable and clean energy, sharing an article penned by Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri for a news daily. Mr. Modi said that this push has introduced reforms, green initiatives, and a focus of self-reliance. Principal Secretary to PM reaffirms India's commitment to global disaster resilience. Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister Dr. P.K. Mishra reaffirmed India's commitment to global disaster resilience efforts during the 8th Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction in Geneva yesterday. The Prime Minister's office in a statement that Dr. Mishra held productive discussions with Norway's Deputy Minister for International Development, Ms. Sten Renate Hjem, and emphasized the importance of international cooperation in disaster risk reduction. He also participated in the platform's opening ceremony, highlighting India's proactive approach to disaster preparedness and resilience building and reinforcing India's dedication to strengthening partnerships for a safer and more resilient future. PM Modi congratulates Lee Jae-myung on being elected as South Korea president. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Lee Jae-myung on being elected as President of the Republic of Korea. In a social media post, the Prime Minister said that he is looking forward to working together to further expand and strengthen the India-Korea Special Strategic Partnership. India appreciates UK expression of solidarity in fight against terrorism. India has appreciated the UK government's expression of solidarity and support in its fight against terrorism. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri conveyed New Delhi's appreciation during his meeting with the Permanent Under Secretary at the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, Oliver Robbins. Yesterday, the discussions were held during the 17th India-UK Foreign Office consultations and the first Strategic Exports and Technology Cooperation Dialogue held in New Delhi. President Mumu considered civil services officers instrumental in development at grassroots level. President Draupadi Murmu today asked the newly inducted state administration officers to embrace innovations in artificial intelligence, e-governance, and digital feedback mechanisms to ensure that government schemes reach the last mile. The president made these remarks in New Delhi while addressing the state civil services officers who are attending the 127th induction training program at Labasna. Ms. Murmu said that from improving service delivery to enabling data-driven decision-making, digital tools can help build efficient, transparent, and citizen-friendly governance systems. She also urged them to uphold integrity in their conduct, ensure transparency in their actions, and maintain accountability. India to build first ever indigenous polar research vessel with Norwind firm. India's Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited (GRSE) and Norway's Kongsberg Oslo signed an MoU which paves the way for India to build its first ever polar research vessel (PRV) indigenously. The MoU was signed today in presence of Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarvananda Sonwal in Oslo, Norway. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Sonwal said, "This MoU is a beacon of hope and progress, signaling India's unwavering commitment to scientific advancement and sustainable development. The vessel will be equipped with the latest scientific equipment, enable researchers to explore the ocean's depth, study marine ecosystems, and unlock new insights into our planet's past, present, and future." Two multi-party delegations returned with successful international outreach. Out of seven multi-party delegations carrying the message of India's principled and resolute stand against terrorism, two delegations have now returned to India after concluding their successful visit to respective countries. During the visit, the delegations engaged with foreign leaders, senior officials, influential think tanks, media, and the Indian diaspora as part of their international outreach. The delegation led by DMK MP Kanimozi has returned to India after concluding their five nations visit to Spain, Greece, Slovenia, Latvia, Russia, talking exclusively to Akashvani News. Samajwadi Party MP Rajiv Rai, who was part of this delegation, said that they briefed about the facts and India's stand against terrorism in front of political leaders and think tanks of the various countries during their visit. Mr. Rai said that the delegation received positive support for India's affirmation against the terrorism. CAQM issued directions to control biomass burning to avoid air pollution. The Commission for Air Quality Management has issued statutory directions to control air pollution from biomass burning and incidents of fire at sanitary landfill and dump sites in Delhi NCR. CAQM has asked the urban local bodies and other concerned agencies in NCR to identify, categorize, demarcate, and assess the fire risk of all sanitary landfills and dump sites in the region. For the management of waste or at sanitary landfills and dump sites and the prevention of fire incidents. The Commission has also asked the agencies to install CCTV cameras and appropriate fencing arrangements at sites. It emphasized conducting regular mock drills, including quarterly audits for fire safety and hazards emissions. It also directed for the regular patrolling by enforcement teams towards prevention and control of open burning of municipal solid waste. Finance Minister Sitaraman inaugurates new DRI headquarters. Union Finance and Corporate Affairs Ministers Nirmala Sitharaman today inaugurated the new building of the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence (DRI) headquarters in New Delhi. Addressing the gathering, the minister said that the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence is the key guardian of the national economic frontier, highlighting DRI's role in protecting the nation from threats like smuggling, drug trafficking, or illicit trade. Ms. Sitharaman said DRI constitutes a bulwark in India's national security apparatus. PM Modi to inaugurate world's highest railway bridge over Chenab in Jammu and Kashmir on June 6. Dr. Jitendra Singh. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the Chenab Bridge in Jammu and Kashmir on the 6th of this month. In a social media post, Dr. Singh said the Chenab Bridge, the world's highest railway bridge, stands tall in Jammu and Kashmir as a proud symbol of New India's strength and vision. He added that the bridge is a part of the Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla Railway Link (USBRL) project and has been engineered to withstand the toughest natural चैलेंज। और इसी के साथ करंट अफेयर्स हो जाती है आपकी समाप्त।